Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be talking about this Dr. Brandt Pores No More Luminizer Primer. This is going to be the last of the products from my January subscription services that I'm going to be talking about. I have talked about Dr. Brandt products before and I've quite enjoyed them. Those are the microdermabrasion scrubs that I've tried. So I'm not going to talk too much about the company Dr. Brandt. I will link to those other reviews down below, but I am going to talk a little bit about the company. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this product and its claims and its price and everything else, and then I'm going to show you some first impression day wear test of this product, and then finally come back and give you my final review at the end, as I have been using this for a number of weeks to try to really formulate an opinion about it. Dr. Brandt as a company produces skincare items, and there was originally a Dr. Brandt behind this brand, although he has since passed away. The company carries on with his vision. Dr. Brandt was a doctor who was involved in research, in cosmetic procedures, but also was originally involved in, I believe, cancer research, in really looking at how free radicals in the environment cause cancer, but also how antioxidants can help with that. And I believe transitioned from that into looking at it more around skincare. He was a pioneer of taking procedures that you could only really get done at a dermatologist or a cosmetic surgeon's office and brought them into products to bring home. So the microdermabrasion exfoliator that I've reviewed before, that was really the idea of taking a microdermabrasion procedure, which can only really be done at a clinic or at a doctor's office or dermatologist's office, and provide a product that could be used at home. So this product as a primer is the only really crossover into kind of the area of makeup that they currently have. So right now from Dr. Brandt, you're going to find cleansers, moisturizers, toners, masks, serums, all those things that are really skincare. And it makes sense that if you have anything that sort of reaches into the area of cosmetics, that it would be primer. Primers oftentimes bridge that skincare with helping your makeup last longer. It's sort of that transition layer, and you do often find that they either fall into the camp of having your makeup last longer or doing something like mattifying or moisturizing that is a little bit more skincare. So this is the only product that you're going to find that is in that cosmetics area on their current offering of products. This product here is their Pores No More Luminizer Primer. This is based off of their original primer that they had, which was the Pores No More Primer, which is obviously a pore filling primer. This one, it does say, is for all skin types. This is going to cost you $38 US or $48 Canadian, and where I priced that out was through Sephora, as that is where I would go shopping if I was looking for this item, although you can also get it off of Dr. Brandt's website. This does say to apply on clean, moisturized skin, to use alone for a natural bounce of light on the skin or under your makeup to prep your skin for a flawless application AM and PM. So in researching this product, I saw claims that seemed a little contradictory. So I thought that perhaps they were using the name Pores No More just to play off of their previous primer, but this does say that it is both pore refining and luminizing, and I find that to be a little confusing, or I did before I started using it, because the areas where you use a pore filling primer are usually areas more in your T-zone that you don't really want luminized, that you don't want to have be very reflective. And I will also tell you that when you're on their website, it says to both use this right after or as a step after your moisturizer, but then also before your makeup to press into the T-zone. So it kind of seemed like they were trying to tell you to use it both as a skincare item and as a cosmetics item. You do get 1 fluid ounce of primer here, so sort of a standard amount for most primers. And I think that's everything to say about the product. So what I'm going to do now is insert the first impressions wear test day of this product, and then I'll be back to give you my final thoughts. First impression time. It's me getting ready for work. My skin has been washed and moisturized, and the moisturizer is sunk in for about 10 minutes or so, and I'm about to put on this Pores No More Illuminating Primer. I actually haven't done my research into this yet when I'm doing the first impression. I'm kind of getting the feeling that the Pores No More is just the brand name, that this isn't a pore filling primer, that it's a luminizing primer. Okay, and interestingly, it comes out sort of a light pink tone, sort of a flesh tone if you are Caucasian. I'm gonna apply it to this half of my face today and then no primer to the other side, just so we can see what, if anything, it does. Okay, so it's got a thick-ish feel to it. It's immediately reminding me of both the MAC Luminizing Primer and the Smashbox one that I've tried. I mean, I do see it being maybe a little more dewy looking on this side of my face, but also because there is just a product that very much feels like a moisturizer that just went on. So yeah, I mean, it blends away to nothing. It doesn't feel like I have any tint or anything on the skin, and it really just does feel like a moisturizer went on. Like, it's not overall kind of slippy like some primers are, but it's also not tacky feeling. It just feels like I put on a thick moisturizer. So what I'm going to do is let this sort of sink in for a few minutes. I'm going to put on my ordinary serum foundation today because I know really well how that one works. And once I get all my makeup on, I'll be back here to tell you and show you if I see any difference in my makeup from one side of my face to the other. It's exactly 8 a.m. right now, and we're going to do the wear test through the day. So I'll be back once my makeup is on. Hey guys, I'm back and I have my makeup on. You may notice I have no eye makeup. My eyes have been a little irritated this week, so I'm trying not to put on eyeshadow or mascara, both so I don't irritate them further, and also if I happen to itch my eyes so things just don't go crazy. I put on my foundation with a beauty blender. I only powdered right here on both sides so that I could apply a bit of blush, but otherwise I really want to see what this is doing with my skin. And I'm gonna zoom you in and show you the tiniest little thing that I've noticed. So I actually don't see any difference in luminosity from one side of my face to the other, like not at all, even though I'm looking. What I do find is I feel like this side, the foundation applied just a little bit smoother. Both it took less time to smooth it out, and I feel like it's just sitting a little bit nicer on the side of my face, but such a minuscule amount, it's hard to know if I'm actually seeing something or if I just want to see something. So I think the test of this is going to be how it does as the day goes on, and I will do check-ins, and I will see you again soon. Hi guys, it's about 12:30 and I'm just doing a check-in. I see no difference from one side of my face to the other. I will say though that I had a moment today at work where I kind of did this, which just reacting to something. And it does feel like this side of my face is smoother and more skin-like, while this one I can sort of feel the foundation sitting on top of my skin a bit more, especially in the places where I have some wrinkles. So it's not making me look any more illuminated that I can see so far. It's not smoothing out the texture of my face or anything like that, but it is making things look a little bit more skin-like and feel a little bit more skin-like on this side of my face. So I'll continue on with my day. I will update you in probably about 4 or 5 hours and see if there's anything that I can see this primer doing. See you soon. Hi guys, it is after work. It is about 6 o'clock. I just got home. So this has been on for 10 hours. There is no difference from one side of my face to the other. I mean, both have the makeup worn off. I fully admit though I was touching my face more than I should have been today. I will say though, just touching it now, this side actually feels a little less oily than this side does, which is interesting because it's not an oil controlling primer at all. But the makeup's just all worn off. Like neither side of my face is looking great right now. I'll just zoom in to show you. Like my pores are pretty highlighted. I'm looking pretty blotchy. Basically, there's just no foundation left anymore. And as I said, I don't know if that's the fault of the primer, the foundation, or just the fact that I was touching my face a lot today. But this is not the end of the test. I am going to use this for another week. I'm going to try it with different foundations, going to try it with different powders, different applications, see if I can get it to make a difference. I'll do some other half-face tests myself that I just won't show on camera. And then I'll be back for me in about a week, for you just now, to tell you what I think of this product. So I'm also curious to see how it does for the rest of the week because I have not formed any thoughts yet. At this point, it doesn't seem to do anything. But I'll let you know if that changes. See you soon. You can see in that first Impressions Day footage that I had a really hard time seeing any difference that this product made. And I will say that that feeling continued. I was trying to find a difference that this primer made. When you initially put this on, it is that sort of light pinkish neutral color. So I thought maybe it would give some kind of coverage, but it doesn't. It does add a luminizing effect to your skin. I do find that it feels quite thick, so you do need to use a fair amount of it to feel like you're getting it all over your face. So there are two promises or claims that this make, in my opinion. One is to be a luminizing primer, and the other is to be pore refining. So let's start out with that second claim first. I did not find that this made any difference in smoothing my pores, in making my pores look smaller, in smoothing my skin at all. I really saw no difference in that area. And in fact, when I used this just on my skin on its own, because it did have that reflectiveness to it, or that glow to it, it drew attention to my pores. It made them look more pronounced, as well as the other texture on my skin, because it was sort of doing that all over glow look, and that tends to bring out imperfections a little bit more. So as far as this being any kind of pore refining primer, I did not find that at all. The second claim is that it is luminizing, and I do see that from putting it on my skin. However, as soon as I put any kind of foundation on top, the effect is gone. Like, yes, it feels kind of nice and moisturizing, but it goes away as soon as I put foundation on top of it. And I tried this with low coverage foundation, with high coverage foundation. I have found with some other luminizing, illuminating primers that I've used, both the Smashbox one and more so the MAC Prep and Prime one, is that when I used it with a higher coverage foundation, it did sort of smooth things out, give a little bit more life to those high coverage foundations, especially if they tended to be more matte. I did not find that with this. I really wanted to like this product because I've liked so many, well, I've liked the other Dr. Brandt products that I've tried, but I just couldn't see where this was doing anything for me. The only time I noticed it making a difference is if I was having days where I was wearing no makeup and I put this all over my face. It does provide a glow, and it provides a glow in a way that doesn't necessarily look oily. So this is one of these really hard products to evaluate for me, because if you have very dull looking skin and you want something that's going to provide you with a little bit of glow on days where you are not wearing any makeup, it does that. Is that worth $38 or $48? No. But also, because this is very much a skincare type product, it is entirely possible that I just don't have the kind of skin that this primer is going to make a difference for. If you have quite dry skin, maybe this will make a difference. However, it did say that this was for normal, oily, combination, and dry skin. I just don't see it making much of a difference for combination skin or necessarily for oily skin. I didn't find that it did anything that made any difference from a non-primer side of my face to a primer side of my face. The only thing that I could say is maybe if you have quite dry skin, that this will be a nice moisturizing base. And hey, if you really want to spend the money on something that's going to make your face look more luminous when you're not wearing any makeup, maybe you would like this. But I just find that it doesn't do enough to justify the price for me. Now, because this does make some skincare claims, I am going to continue using this. However, I can't tell you in the short term if this has any skincare benefits, because skincare takes a while to show up. I will say though that I've not been having the best skin days lately. I find my skin to be a little blotchy, a little red. I've had a few more breakouts than usual. I'm not going to attribute that to this primer because there's been other things and stress going on in my life, but it doesn't seem like the primer is making a super amount of short-term difference to my skin in a positive way that I can see. However, skincare items always take a while. If this is having skincare claims, I would need to have a lot of regular use to actually see it making a difference in my skin. I'm gonna keep using it. I'm not gonna say that it's a primer that does anything for me, and that's my review. And it's been the reason why I've put this review off until the very end of all the products I've been trying from January, is I just wanted to see it making a difference, and I couldn't do that. So some people, I've been reading other reviews, love this. It just did nothing for me. So as always with these products, especially the ones where I feel like I'm really on the fence about them, I want to hear your experience in the comments. Tell me what kind of skin you have and tell me if this made a difference for you and what kind of difference you saw. Because I fully admit that I have one type of skin, one thing that I'm looking for, and this just didn't do it for me. But that doesn't mean it's not going to do it for other people. I do respond to every comment that I get. I love having conversations with you guys in the comments, so please do that. If you did like this video, as always, please consider hitting the like button. And if you've not yet subscribed to my channel, I will make my face appear right here so you can do so, as well as one of my other videos. Because I try to do videos about 3 times a week, but sometimes I'm a little off schedule. You can also hit the bell button to get notifications. Thanks so much, guys, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye!